Hi guys, it's Crissy. This is my first try to WTP Broadcast, and I'm excited. So broadcasting to you live from the living room, it's Crissy at about 20 minutes past 6. We'll work on that time. Alright, so anyway, I know the sound in the video probably isn't very good, but bear with me, it's my first try, so alright. So I was reading an article on NPR about how California is trying to, well actually not just California, but states in general, are trying to control the amount of carbon emissions that are thrown out into the air. I thought this was pretty interesting. So California is one of the first states to begin a very controversial experiment to curb the climate change, and that's going to start tomorrow. The state's going to start rationing the amount of greenhouse gases companies can emit. People are saying that it's the most ambitious effort that anyone has ever done in any country to try to change, to try to control climate change. Some people who aren't really for this issue are going to say that the plan will cost so much money, but supporters are saying that it's the best route to a cleaner economy. Big companies are going to be the ones mainly targeted in this new plan. They're going to be the ones who have to limit the amount of greenhouse gases they have to they can emit, and they have to get permits for these emissions. Most of the permits that the state of California is giving out are free, but the state's holding back some to sell at an auction tomorrow. Lots of companies are going to have to buy some to cover their pollution, but no one knows exactly how much a permit will sell for. So clearly the companies are going to have to try to kind of, see how much they're costing, to see how much they can afford not only to emit anymore, but also to buy these actual permits, and because you never know how much they can sell for. So places like the University of California are trying to take steps to reduce their carbon footprint too, because universities are actually one of the worst offenders in these cases. They run power plants to make electricity for thousands of buildings, labs, hospitals, and dormitories. So the university is going to have to buy some permits too, but obviously they want to shrink their carbon footprint. And a lot of universities are starting to take steps toward this. For example, the University of California, and I thought this was really cool, each rooftop has solar panels, and the windows have their own eaves to shade the interior from the sun. So this reduces the need for AC, which obviously takes electricity. And also it's saying that every orientation of the building has a different response to the sun. So during the different times of the day, different buildings can actually generate energy for each other based on where the sun is in the sky. Alright, so it's saying the shade structure is also oriented to accommodate for that. So when it's shady in one spot, it's sunny in another. Energy. Bing! Also, the toilets are using less water. They try to reduce the amount of gallons of water they use overall. So even switching small things like these, toilets, is just, it can totally make a difference. The rooms have ceiling fans too, low energy lighting, and windows that open. So this is all just eliminating the need for a lot of energy spending. So it's also saying that the law is forcing change for everybody, and supporters are saying that it creates a market for efficiency. I was reading about a tomato paste factory. Yep, tomato paste factory that's trying to reduce their carbon footprint too. So for example, this man that owns the company uses less machinery, water, and fertilizer than ever, so much so that he can compete with anyone. It's saying that he also exports to Italy. So obviously a lot of pasta over there, a lot of tomato sauce is needed. He has a big solar array, so out back he has a ton of solar panels that all just take all the energy and suck it up and just work for the company almost. Just to wrap it up, kind of. So the California Chamber of Commerce, making it shoes. The California Chamber of Commerce says Crissy permits could push some business owners out of the state. So, in other words, big business owners aren't going to want to stay in an economy where they have to pay to, reduce their amount of revenue. So they're going to move out of the state of California. Therefore, probably, do you think that would, discussion question, do you guys think that would ruin the economy of California? Because maybe a lot of companies would want to stay because they think they're pro carbon footprint, deteriorizing, minimalizing carbon, small. Okay, anyway, yeah, you get what I'm saying. But it's also saying that the chamber wants the state to give away all the permits. They don't want to have an auction and have to pay. So I think personally that will keep the economy more in line, because then a lot of companies aren't going to be leaving, and they'll stay in California, creating a better economy. So state officials disagree with what the chamber is trying to say. They say that buying these permits is like putting a down payment on a green economy. So I'll attach the link to the bottom. I really hope that it wasn't that bad, but so yeah, I'll post the link on the bottom. I know people on Bob will probably like it because he likes to read a lot. Yeah. Anyway, so tell me what you thought of the video. Comment on just like the discussion board. Just comment further on what you guys think of the issue, and just let me know. Bye. Thanks.